When the final whistle blew in Atlanta on June 15, 2026, Josimar Évora Dias walked to the edge of his penalty area and collapsed. Not from exhaustion. He hunched over, hands on his knees, and wept. His teammates poured into him from every direction. They lifted him. They held him. They screamed into the Georgia night air. And somewhere on an island 4,000 miles away, his mother watched it on a screen. Because she couldn't be there. She didn't have a visa. And they couldn't afford one in time. Before we get to what happened inside that stadium, you need to understand what this moment actually was. Cape Verde is an archipelago of 10 islands sitting off the west coast of Africa. Population, 529,000 people. For context, that is roughly the size of Sacramento, California, Spain. The team they just held to 0 has 47 million. And on Monday evening, a goalkeeper from a town of 70,000 people, a man who had never played in a World Cup, who had never played professional football until he was 25 years old, who had been told as a child that he was too small to even be picked for trials, stood between Cape Verde and history. 27 times. His name is Vozinha. His father wanted to call him Valdano after the Argentine striker Jorge Valdano, who won the World Cup with Maradona in 1986. The authorities wouldn't allow it, so they called him Vozinha instead. It means Little Granny. He grew up in Mindelo, on the island of São Vicente, kicking a ball between houses in the heat. He was good. He knew he was good. But every time he showed up to a trial, they looked at him and shook their heads. Too small. He wasn't selected. Not once. He kept playing anyway. At 25 years old, the age most professional footballers are already established, already contracted, already dreaming about their second club, Vozinha made his professional debut for a local side called Batoque. That same year, in 2007, a baby was born in Barcelona named Lamine Yamal. Vozinha had 91 matches for Cape Verde after that. 91 caps. 15 years of showing up, of keeping goal, of representing an island that the football world had largely never heard of. He was still waiting for the biggest moment. It came at 40 years old. Northeastern University's data science team ran the numbers after the match. Based on Spain's passing map, their positional dominance, their key passes, their shot creation, Spain should have won by a wide margin. It was not close on paper. It was not close on the pitch. Spain came at him in the 6th minute. He saved it. The 12th minute. He saved it. The 39th minute, Ferran Torres had a wide-open chance directly in front of the net. Vozinha dived. The ball bounced off the crossbar. Spain's Mikel Oyarzabal threw his head at the rebound. Vozinha came back up off the ground, leapt again, and pushed it out of play. In the second half, Spain's manager brought on Lamine Yamal, the most exciting young player on the planet. The boy born the same year Vozinha turned professional. He couldn't get past him either. 27 shots, 7 saves, 6 from inside the box, 1 goalkeeper, 0 goals. When the final whistle blew, FIFA officials walked toward the Cape Verde dressing room with the Man of the Match award. Reporters gathered outside. Vozinha stood at the microphone, still in his kit, eyes red. He spoke quietly. He said, "I cried because I grew up with my grandparents. Unfortunately, they were not here. They died a few years ago. They did everything for me, for my life." He paused. "My mum, she didn't manage to be here because of the visa, because of the money we had to pay. We didn't manage on time. I would like her to be here." He looked at the camera. "But I am also very happy." Within hours of full time, his Instagram following went from 500,000 to 8 million. 8 million people who had never heard his name before Monday evening, who found him in the same way the whole world found him, watching a 40-year-old man from a 500,000-person island nation save everything Spain threw at him, then cry at the final whistle, then talk about his mother and his grandparents in front of the entire world. Cape Verde became the 7th team in World Cup history to avoid defeat in their debut match. Their next game is against Uruguay. The group is level. Everything is still in front of them. There is a version of this story that is about football statistics, about expected goals and shot maps and defensive shape. That version is interesting. But it is not the story. The story is a man from Mindelo who was told as a child he was too small, who went professional at 25, who spent 15 years waiting, who stood in a goal in Atlanta and stopped Spain 7 times while his mother watched on a screen 4,000 miles away because they couldn't get the visa sorted in time. And when it was over, when the whistle blew and the world exploded around him, he didn't think about the saves. He thought about his grandparents. He thought about his mother. He thought about everyone who was not there to see it. That is the story. When it finally mattered most, he was exactly where he was supposed to be.